Today was Guelmim's camel market and local souk. Good morning. Look at that sunrise. Absolutely gorgeous. We're up early because we're off to the camel market. And a beautiful sunrise it was. We passed loads of people making their way into this souk on foot, by bike, and there's plenty of car parking and lots of other fellow motorhomers there. We walked in through the big gates and the first thing we noticed was all the fresh produce, fruit and veg. And if I could bag all those smells for you, it was unbelievable. So fresh. Keen to see the camels, we then popped out to the animal section because that's why we'd come, keen to have a look at some of the animals closer up. And there were sheep, goats, and a really friendly camel interested in goats. In fact, if I was going to buy a camel today, this guy would have been it. He was just wandering around, saying hello to everyone and getting a good old fuss. How cute's that? So we're just here on the camel side. It's a bit unnerving when you see camels just walking towards you on their own. Paul pretends he doesn't like camels, but I think he does really. But there were loads of them here, on their own and in big herds, and they were just relaxed. They weren't tied down or anything, just wandering around. They then had a cattle section that all looked in good health. Loads of goats. There we are. I could set up goat yoga. How cute are they? Some sheep, and then we just wandered around. There wasn't really any order to what was going on. They were just guys sat with their produce, I guess, selling them. We carried on through the market and they had all sorts of things there, and bags and clothing, then on to spices. And we eyed up some amazing salty nuts, which we bought a whole kilo of there with them just measuring it out. Again, the smells here, incredible. We then stumbled upon the meat section. I was quite keen to get Bosun some more ground minced beef, but didn't seem to be any mincing machines. So we kind of made our way out there, that not smelling as pleasant as some of the other areas. Outside was the poultry area, all the chickens and cockerels and these little tiny chicks in this little cardboard pen were super cute. They even had some little bunny rabbits, but it was fruit and veg that we needed, and these fresh herbs were a delight. Just look at all of this, an assault on the senses with colours and smells. You pick up a bowl, throw in it what you want, they simply weigh it all and just charge you per kilo. So that's exactly what we did. Once we had finished there, we got more nectarines because they are delicious, super juicy, and again, they were weighed. There were strawberries in punnets. Then we got the whiff of popcorn, so obviously we had to buy some of that. There was local honey producers, and it was only £10 for a giant tub. And some fresh bread had to be done. We then walked past nuts, seeds, spices, and outside where they were selling all their homewares and anything you might need in your kitchen cupboards or indeed at home. After a walk around there, we headed back outside to the donkey park or car park, and then at the other side they were unloading all their hay bales off these lorries. And you see them quite a lot on the Moroccan roads, overloaded exactly like this. We were keen to see how they did it, and it's just wood supports holding it in place. Pretty cool. Back at the entrance where the animals were, they were then loading up all their vehicles with things they bought. This one's got a cow in the back. Another guy loaded up his docker with all of his sheep. Look how shiny and clean and red that is. And another guy bought a goat. So it was interesting watching them all depart, hoping they didn't have a too long a journey to do with a goat just freestanding in the back. But back to the van it was. So you just come back from the camel market with our haul of goods from the local souk. First thing is way cheaper to buy things locally than it is in the supermarkets. Massive bag of tangerines or satsumas, a whole kilogram of roasted nuts, so delicious. Some chilies and some lemons, a big wad of fresh coriander, and we did have a big bag of popcorn for £1, which I've eaten my way through. So in total, all of that came to 61 dirhams, which is about £4.90, something like that. Definitely under £5, which is great. Oh, I've got a pair of legs sticking out of a hatch. What are you doing?
Just cleaning all the dust off the panels, and it's looked like it's doubling the yield.
And it absolutely did double our yield. Must do that more. So we're trying to work out why Bosun is sat under the van, and I've just clocked it. Sat patiently watching a little ginger cat having the best sleep of its life, just tucked in there. How cute. Anyway, that was the camel market and the souk. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll catch you tomorrow.